is only war.
What is up, gents? 40k Dirtbags here. We are back at it again. We just came back from the Lone Star Open 40k Champs event out in Texas. It was our second time going. Actually, it was me and Kevo last year. This year, we brought two other Dirtbags with us, so it was cool. If you guys are going to go to Texas, this is one of the best FLG events to go to. I know they have a Texas circuit out there, but FLG runs a great tournament. And this one we're going to keep coming back out to every year because it's so fun to meet the people and represent the troops. It's got all the branches there. They all hang out, talk, go over some stories. And it's just the guys that are there are just your definition of like a chill, cool 40K dirtbag, right? So that's kind of like how me and Kevo click so well. And when you guys have everybody in one room playing the same tournament, it's just such a cool vibe. So if I can't recommend it enough, I definitely would check out Lone Star Open if you can next year out in Texas. So this year, we won it last year. This year, we went 6-0 with our Death Guard. Kind of a crazy meta right now. I have to admit that Death Guard, Chaos Knights, Imperial Knights are just kind of top everywhere. And this just goes to show when we were there was about a 20% showing of Death Guard. And of course, I'm one of them, so I can't say anything about it. But I did have Death Guard since I was 16, so I didn't kind of jump on the bandwagon. Obviously, we got the merch going. But yeah, so we're going to go over this video first. This is going to be a list review video of what we did, what lists we brought to LSO, how we went 6-0, stuff like that. And then I'm going to break it up like I do every other GT into each individual match. So we're going to go over first through 6 because we didn't have any stream games this time. So it's actually going to be 6 full videos. The other tournaments, we had some streams going, so I didn't really have to make a video on them. But with this one, we go over picture by picture, turn by turn, what we did good, what we could have done better, and all that stuff. Every single game I had this time was against a really, really, really good opponent. Every single time we could have lost in every single game. Sometimes when you go to GT, you play some newer players and you kind of like coach them throughout the entire thing. But no, every single game I played out of all 6 were, holy shit, I could lose this game. So I can't wait to talk about each game in this in the next coming videos. But I really want to talk about this video because it really gives detail on why I bring what I bring and kind of like how I make a list in my head. And then I put it on a piece of paper and then test it and then tweak it and then kind of make an actual list that's going to be good in the competitive scene. So that's what this whole video is going to be about. So if you guys have any questions, make sure you leave it in the comments below so that way we get to it. And if you guys want to head over to Discord, there's a really cool Discord for the Dirtbags. Everybody is super friendly. They help each other out. No dicks. If there are dicks, you get banned. There's no point. And then if you guys want to support us over at patreon.com, I wouldn't be doing this without my Patreons. We actually got to hang out with a bunch of cool fucking Patreons at LSO. So a bunch of Grandmasters there, a bunch of competitive Dirtbags. A lot of people came up to us. It was a really, really cool time. And it's good to see you guys live in person. And you kind of see like how I am naturally. I mean, I am this way naturally in person, kind of chill, like drinking beers and playing 40k. When you see like some other 40k channels, they're not the same in person as they are in 40k. I was told by one of my dirtbags that's how it is. But it was super fun, great weekend. And if you guys want to support the channel, head over to patreon.com. All these videos go ahead of time on patreon.com first. And there's some extra key stuff you can't get anywhere else, only on patreon.com. We do Grandmaster TTS games as well and Grandmaster coaching 101. If you guys are competitive, we get list reviews, ideas, tactics, and unlimited list oversight. Anytime you guys need. So let's get into the sponsors real quick. Rexar Lasers is stepping up. They are going above and beyond with even more merch. We're talking about getting a Rexar Lasers link on their website. It's only going to be the Dirtbag stuff. So we're working on that with them. So stay tuned for that. And if you guys want to get the shirts, hats, there are new images up on the merch store. So go check that out. But quick sponsor, and we'll be back to the list. All right, guys, if you want to support the channel, head over to the merch store. The description below has the link. All these shirts are up for sale. These legit red, white, and blue shirts look fire at a GT. They're super comfortable, super non shrinkage. It's just a really, really nice shirt. Spent a lot of time picking out the right shirt. All these designs are up for sale, all the stickers as well. And if you guys need some models, we got the Cypher, which is legit. We got the Tech Marine with Grey Knight bits. We have the Phobos Librarian, the Phobos Captain, the Calidus Assassin should be in every list, and old school Codiez. We have the widgets, 6-inch, 3-inch, 1-inch, 2-inch, half-inch. We have our objective markers, which are great for sticky objectives, any marking for oath, anything like that, and all of the stickers. So hit me up on Discord, DM, that's how you get a hold of these, and the merch tab below for the shirts. Now back to the video. All right, so the top 5 players were 6-0. It was like a 300+ person event. It was kind of insane in a 2-day, 6-game event. So with only 6 games and that many people, you're going to have a ton of people that are undefeated. So the first one who won it, congrats, Junior, Death Guard. He won first place. Number 2, Oscar, who actually played our boy Brian in one of the games. He took second with Death Guard. Then we have a Chaos Space Marine player, which there was a thing with this game. He actually brought a Hellbrute that wasn't in his list, and he played all 6 games with that extra Hellbrute. I think he commented online about his mistake and felt like an idiot, yada yada. I don't know. Everybody was saying it was sentiment. I don't know the guy. I can't say anything about it, but it's kind of, it sucks, like bringing an entire 130 point, really, really good Hellbrute in a Pack-Bound Zealot list, not realizing it. And also making the list not with the Hellbrute in it, that kind of sucked too. So I think he got DQ'd, all his points went away, and I don't know if he's getting any ITC points, which I don't think he is, which technically mean we were 4th place, right? But no, 4th place was Necrons with Justin Moore, and then we came to 5th place. And how they rank it, guys, is based off of strength of schedule. So this guy, 69% strength of schedule, which is pretty good. Oscar had a 64. James, doesn't matter, sorry, 63, 62, and then we had a 56. So like I said, when I was playing all my guys, I was like, every guy I was playing could have been really fucking good. Like, it was a really close game every single time, which is nuts. But then the guy we beat on game 6, that was our last game, he was the number 1 Death Guard player. He was at 73% win ratio. It was insane. Funny story, I'll get to that when we get to the video. But yeah, so we came up in 5th place at the Lone Star Open. We won it last year with our Chaos Cult. This year we're trying to bring it back, going back to back at Lone Star Open. But we still went 6-0 with our Death Guard, so I can't wait to talk about this. All right, guys, this is game 2 of the GT, going 6-0 undefeated with Death Guard. Virulent Vectorum, one of the best detachments we have. Points are coming out soon. If you guys are watching this, we just had points leaked, which are probably going to happen, honestly. So my list is going up 135 points, so we have to figure out what the hell is going to happen before Nova, if they're using the new list points or not. But yeah, I'm super excited about this because we are playing Purge the Foe. Purge the Foe is one of my favorite missions, but also least favorite missions, if that makes sense. I like it, but also hate it. If you guys are playing Horde, it's one of the worst ones to play. And if you go first in Purge the Foe, it is one of the hardest missions to come back from. So, we're playing Votann. I said in the last video, this is one of the best mustaches I've ever seen. One of the nicest opponents. And one of the best looking armies, especially for Votann. A lot of stuff lights up. He's got a lot of cool, really firing effects. This dude is just such a cool painter. He's got a whole display board that lights up and has like all these things light up and everything. It's just a really cool, a lot of custom bits on here. I took a couple pictures throughout the game. And he hands out these lizards, which he gave me, this blue lizard, which brings luck. His daughter makes it, hands them out to all of his opponents, which is really nice of him. So he gave it to me before the game, which I think was his downfall, because that's what brought all the luck, was the blue lizard. So yeah, let's get into it. This is his list. He's got 2 of the big trucks. He's got 3 of the buggies. Transports. He's got 1 big 6-man biker squad, 1 3-man biker squad. This is the one that is bringing the big guns. So he's got the anti-vehicle guns. I think he's got a 6-man with the 1 character with the little shrubs. This guy, and then he's got another 3-man just for anti-vehicle. He's got couple of berserkers in the list back here. I think he's got 2 berserker squads, a bunch of the 10 mans that split into 5 mans for the troop units that make it sticky. They're badass. Some more berserkers back there, and I believe he's got Terminators. Yeah, so he has the 1 Terminator chick. I don't know if it's a girl. I think he kept saying chick. But 1 Terminator person with the 5 Terminators accompanying them. And he's got the infiltrating badass looking dudes up front there. So that was his list. It was pretty standard Votann list because they're still limited with how many models they can bring. And again, we're playing Purge the Foe. All of day 1 is layout 6. And I believe we are playing diagonal deployment all day layout 1. So diagonal deployment, layout 6, same every single time. So you're going to see a very similar setup almost every single game. So let's go over the deployment. All right, so for deployment, we have the infiltrating guys. Now, anytime you're playing Purge the Foe, you're kind of playing this game a lot differently. I actually have a Death Guard versus T-Suns, TJ Lanigan versus myself at Atlantic City Open. That's on War Games Live. That was the final game of Atlantic City Open. We were both undefeated going into it. That was Purge the Foe. So if you see how I played that, that's kind of how you have to play that type of mission every single time. It's more of like who's going to commit first, who's going to start the tally, and doing that. I went first in that game as well, which is just nuts. So check that out if you guys are interested. But when you guys are playing Purge, though, you want to deploy very, very, very defensively, because if you can't get turn 1 kills, and they can, you're already down by 4 points going into the game. So in this mission, you shouldn't really be focusing on stealing objectives. You should basically be either stopping them from getting hold more, and really just trying to get as many kills as possible. If you know that you can get hold more, you're going to push for that type of game. If you know that you can kill more, you're going to push for that type of game. Now for us, he deployed his infiltrating guys right here off of the point. Now you always want to be off the point because you don't want to give up the one where you either storm house objective or kill something on a point to get points. So you don't want to start them on the point unless you have sticky. Then you can start them on the point. Now for us, he deployed his guys up here, so that's going to be my first, hopefully, go turn 1, kill that unit. And then for me, I deployed everything as defensively as I could. The spawner back here, the floated blow drone. We have the Rhino, Demon Prince, 1 unit of Pox is right here, making him lone up. This guy can't be shot at, hopefully, from really any angle back here. We have the Poxwalkers back here. They are off of the point because he has this big ass 6-man bike unit over here which could murder them. So I didn't want to be starting on the point. I started 1 5 inches away so that if I do get cleanse or something, I can just move up and do a cleanse on this side. So I have 1 here, and then the other ones are kind of out of cover over here. Usually I put them right there every single time, but in this situation I can't because he has scout everywhere. So if he scouts, he's basically scouting up and then taking over this whole side, which is not, it's just a scary list. Like Votann are very, very scary against a really good player. The other ones are back here with Tallyman. So that was my deployment. His deployment was kind of spread out. So he's got his 2 big guys up front, which I can't kill really at all. The scouting little buggies, 2 in the center, 1 up here. Scouting 6-man bikes, scouting 3-man bikes, and then sticky, and then sticky. So we happen to go first in Purge the Foe, which again is not what you really want. You want to go second in Purge the Foe. So for us going first, we have to make sure that we can at least kill something. So this is going to be our go unit, and this is an example of what one of them look like, guys. Look at this. This is one of the bikes. I don't know what this model is, but he's even got like nameplates on all of them. But this is what I'm talking about. This is just amazing detail. So cool. Yeah, so I had to take a picture of that. So wow, okay, this already skipped to like turn 2, I think. Okay, so turn 1, he scouts up his bikes to here. He scouts up these bikes defensively, so he kind of backs up, and then this thing backs up as well. So he's not aggressive on turn 1 with any of this stuff. Everything kind of backs up. My turn 1, I move up everything to basically see these guys. So my turn 1, of course, I get area denial and secure no man's land. So I have to try and go for the center. And and secure no man's land. So my two objectives that I'm going to try to get is the top one, obviously with this guy, and this one over here. So I commit my Poxes just to kind of get in the center to get Area Denial. He then reactive moves away. So when he reactive moves away, he doesn't put them like that far away to be shot at. So I basically move Morty up a little bit to tip his wing out backwards, so that way the line of sight is like just going down this way, and he shoots 24 inches now, which is really far. So I shoot this way down this line. Demon Prince, same exact thing down this line. I have this bloat drone moving down here to get this line, so he can shoot from here all the way through here into this tank and these guys. So I have that straight line going this way, which in return, he could just kind of shoot me back, which probably wasn't the smartest thing, but I'm trying to kill more. So if I have this guy come down here, I can at least try and shoot like this guy if he's the last one alive, or these guys, and then hopefully Demon Prince and Morty going this way can help do that. This guy stays behind cover. I don't want to give up both bloat drones. Like, he maybe could have moved up here to shoot the bikes, but then again, I lose both bloat drones on turn 1, which I didn't want to do. And then I think the Plague Marines... Did the Plague Marines move out? No, I think both Plague Marines stayed inside, and I kept them behind here. I didn't want to commit the Plague Marines as well. So I was relying on Morty's shots, the Demon Prince shots, and one of the heavy bloat loans to kill this unit. Now, they have a 5-up save, I believe. Nothing crazy. No invuln save. So once something goes through, it goes through. So we actually luckily killed all 10 of these guys. We got Area Denial with the Poxwalkers, and we got Secure No Man's Land. So we had a really good turn 1. We had 4, and then 5, and 5. His turn 1, luckily, like, he could have planned it where he got a Challenger card going into turn 2, but he actually got Area Denial as well and Extend Line. So he basically matched my good secondaries with his good secondaries. So his turn 1, he moves up everything to get in line of sight of my Poxes. He moves up his bikes more this way to shoot down the line. This guy moves up into the terrain and drops off the guys in the ruin to get on that point. These guys got shot by my heavy blight launcher. These guys all the way in the back. I killed 3 of them. Two lived because we killed them with Morty, the infiltrated guys. So the heavy blight launcher was able to shoot down and kill some of these guys in the backfield. So this was after his turn 1. He moves up. Everything around the bikes stay back conservatively. This guy moves up and gets on the point turn 1 to steal it from me. Which again, if you can't take all of them, even my home field, like if you can't get anything, I still get 4 points. So you don't want to commit too much and purge the foe to try and steal one more objective, because it's not a hold 1, hold more game. It's a hold 1, you get 4 points. Or if you hold more than your opponent, you get 4 more points. It's not 4, 4, 4, it's 4 or more. So he had this point down here, he had his point. So if he could just clear off my Poxwalkers on turn 1, I'm not going to get hold more. So you don't really have to commit these guys to steal this point unless you have an objective to do that. So you're basically giving up this 5-man unit and this tank for really nothing. Like, you're not stopping my hold more, because I still wasn't holding more because I didn't have the center. I hope that makes sense. So in this mission, unless you can take me off of my home field and every other point to give me a 0, then that would be worth committing onto objectives. But if you can't stop my home field objective, there's no point to push for stealing both of those objectives. So my turn 2, I have to decide, am I going to commit, or am I going to wait another turn, which he has way too many models and way too much firepower to do. So this is either going to make or break the game right here. I spent most of my time thinking about where am I deploying, how am I setting up my army, and who's going to go after what. Where's the Death Shroud going, where's Morty going, stuff like that. So in this turn, I committed. I said, all right, I have to do something, and I have to take out as many of his key models that I can, which his models are the bikes, this crit on 5 Overwatch unit, and his little monster guys, the little buggy guys. So that's going to be what my goal is this turn. So he had his one unit in the center here, which I believe was his Berserkers. I think the Berserkers were here. So since the Berserkers were there, I came down outside 6 with my one Death Shroud here, and I was within 6 of that Berserker unit and 6 inches of these two guys. So I had two options. I could charge there or I could charge there, depending on how the shooting goes. So I lined up most of my Flamers into the Berserkers. I kept my Lord of Contagion there, so in case I get a charge onto the bike, I can then pile in and hopefully attack these guys with my Lord of Contagion. That's kind of like the slingshot effect. So watch a bunch of my videos on that. I put these two in Contagion, I put the Berserkers in Contagion, I put basically this big guy in Contagion with the spawn. So the spawn run up from there to there. And then I bring my second unit down over here. So this unit's goal is to basically charge into this big tank and then again do the slingshot into the bikes. If I can take out this bike unit, these guys tag this bike unit. I know he has a fallback and shoot strat, but then he has to spend CP. That's going to be my goal. So if I can keep my Death Shroud kind of behind this cover over here, he's not going to have a ton of line of sight into them. And then my second Death Shroud is over here behind this wall. So again, he doesn't have a ton of line of sight into me. He's got his Terminators in this big ass one. These guys had the Berserkers in it, which they're dead now because we killed him in the center. Theme Prince held back a little bit. He's still blown up from these, I think 2 Poxwalkers lived. Yeah, and then these guys moved up on the point. So my goal here is I'm going to commit Morty. So Morty's going to try and charge over my Plague Marines. My one unit of Plague Marine moved up, got out. He overwatched me, only killed 1 Plague Marine, I believe. So that left 4 other gun Plague Marines. So I still have a unit inside there. I have a unit there that got out. The one bloat drone moved up here to get line of sight onto the tank. Because these guys are going to be my focus charge. So I'm going to try and charge Morty over these guys into them. They're going to try and charge this way to be 1 inch away. So that's probably like a 6 or 7 inch charge. And then again, they're going to try and pile in this way to put more attacks onto here. If Morty can charge this way, kill these guys, that leaves the Lord of Contagion and Death Shroud to then pile in 3 inches this way and make all of their attacks onto these guys. So if you have 2 units go into 1 unit, the one Morty, for example, finishes off the unit that you charged. The other unit that charged in still gets to pile in towards the closest enemy unit as long as you can get an engagement range and then fight that unit. So that's kind of the goal here. And then down here, again, we want to charge and try and pile up here. So that's our game plan. Let's see what the fuck happens. I failed the charge. So not a good start. I roll a 3 on the charge, and then I re-roll it for free with the Demon Prince, and I roll another 3. So Morty is not making that charge. But I did happen to get the charge off onto the other guys with my Death Shroud. So we killed the tank and this unit right there, which is 2 for the kill. We piled into this unit, and I think that the Lord of Contagion killed, I believe, 2 of these guys in the melee phase, and now they're stuck in combat here. So they're right there in combat with these guys. If he falls back, I can move 5 inches away to try and get out of line of sight. So now it's his go. So my turn, I killed the tank, these guys, that's 2. Then I killed I killed the Berserkers, that's 3. And I believe I made the charge here, but I rolled 2 good. I think I rolled like a 10 or 11 on the charge. I only needed like a 6. If I roll 6, I can pile into these bikes and potentially kill the bikes, but I rolled too high. So I was perfect with the spawn, because the spawn charged in to block some of the base-to-base things over here, which was perfect. And then I could only get really like 1 or 2 guys over here. But since I rolled so high, I had to get this guy all the way up here and this other guy all the way over here. So that's kind of where I messed up over here, was I rolled too high on my 6-inch charge, which kind of screwed this a little bit. So I had to go into the tank, which I did some damage to the tank, nothing crazy. I might have taken it down to like 6 or something, which then left him to do whatever the fuck he wanted. So on his turn was now his go turn. It was either he was going to murder Morty and my whole army, or I was going to win the kill more. So I had 1, 2, 3 kills going into this turn. So he has to try and kill more than 3 to get it. So my turn 2, I won the kill more because after his turn, he committed to kill Morty, and he took Morty down to 10 wounds. So he failed to kill Morty. He killed my Lord of Contagions unit, which then he got back up. So he killed Lord of Contagion, the unit, so that's 2, and then he tried to kill Morty, which he couldn't. So I actually won the kill more mission on that. Once he put a ton of shots into Morty and didn't do enough, he should have switched to try and kill easier stuff, like maybe the spawn, to at least tie it. And he couldn't really get into my Lord of Contagion because he was behind cover over here. Once he fell back with that unit, I then moved them behind cover like you saw before. They moved to this position, so I got rid of a lot of the line of sight from these guys, the tank, the bikes, this guy going that way. So all he could really shoot is Morty, maybe the Rhino, and then these 2 units down here. So that was kind of like what I did. And then his go around took it down to that. Now you can see we're on turn 3 and I'm down to 17 minutes because, again, Purge the Foe is a lot of thinking. Like, you're like, all right, how am I going to max this turn with killing as many small units as I can and be in a defensive position to try and not give up as much as possible? So he still has 26 minutes. I have 17 minutes. Now it's time to sweep up. If I can kill that one character, this whole unit, that's 1, 2. The bikes will be 3. I can kill these bikes, that'll be 4. Maybe this thing, that could be 5. Yeah, so really now it's just kind of like, let's wipe up and get as many kills as possible because he didn't kill as much as he thought he was going to kill in his turn. So after my go, I committed Lord of Contagion with the full Death Shroud. I committed the Plague Marines. They got in the Rhino, moved up. The other ones got out of the Rhino. I killed some of the guys on the point back here. So I killed that full unit back there that was holding the sticky objective back there. Morty commits, Demon Prince commits, so we charge. Demon Prince, Morty, Lord of Contagion. Lord of Contagion moves up, piles into this tank. These guys are still in combat. They're not really doing anything. Lord of Contagion, I forget where he goes. He basically just stays there because he's a full Terminator unit back here. This guy moves up, can't get line of sight, but he had to get behind enemy lines, so he moves up this tank to get behind enemy lines. We just wipe out the entire side up here, so he has nothing left up here. Everything else is dead. He falls back the tank, which then we move out of line of sight again, which the reactive move again from Morty is just so good. That's why I love this list so much. So they react to move back behind cover. So all he has line of sight to this unit is this big tank, and that's it. So on his turn, he moves back, tries to do some more shots into Morty. Morty lives on 4 wounds left. So Morty makes this sticky. I'm now starting to get hold more as well as kill more. So by turn 4, I had hold more and kill more, so that's 16 points on primary compared to 12 points by just getting one of them. So I'm holding this one with sticky, holding this one with sticky. We commit our Poxwalkers again to just throw bodies at him to try and, you know, block him in over here. Demon Prince moved up. He's got 5 wounds left. This full Lord of Contagion unit has 1 Death Shroud with him left. Still can get back up. The other guy died with the Berserk or the Terminator, so the Terminators moved up, committed onto them, killed my Lord of Contagion. We then commit Morty to come down and finish off the Berserkers. He's got a 2-man unit here. Big tank left. He killed the other tank in combat. There's 4 Plague Marines there to block him from moving this way. The Rhino moved up here to do Locust in his deployment zone right there. And this guy just moved up to get some random shots. So by the end of the game, this is kind of where it's ending up. He's got to move up, tank shock the Rhino to try and kill it, I think, for bring it down. Yeah, he's got Defend Stronghold. So on turn 5, he gets Defend Stronghold, Establish Locust, and Sabotage, which he can't do the other 2. We kill this tank with the Demon Prince. Morty somehow winds up back here. Because I think he just either moved up and charged this guy back here, or I just moved them because he might have died. I forget why Morty either died or just I charged something back here. I forget. But yeah, the Lord of Contagion is still alive. I still have this guy, Sticky, 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 and then he's only got 2 tanks left. So by the end of the game, this is the final score. We finished up with 98 again, so back-to-back 98s to 69 auto win for the Votann player. Purge the foe, we had 1 kill. He had 1 kill. I killed more, hold 1. He held 1, killed 1. I killed more, held 1. He held 1, killed 1. He had a challenger card. And then by turn 4, which is where it really started to pick up, where I held more and killed more by holding the center. And then he held 1, killed 1. Hold more, kill more, held 1, kill 1. So this is what you'll see consistently if you're playing like really tight game where you're both killing equal amount and you're both tying equal amount. Usually you'll get a 0 or a 4 on turn 1 by killing something. And then usually you'll get 8s, maybe a 12 by turn 5. So it's really close with Purge the Foe. But with us, we just had a really big turn 2, and then he couldn't clap back as hard on turn 2 because he failed to kill Morty, which again wouldn't have got him kill more, would have tied kill more, but that takes Morty out of the game. So I think going into this again, if he focuses more on just killing the Death Shroud and Lord of Contagions with the Purge the Foe mission, he would have got either equal to or more by purging than focusing just on Morty. So he kind of took the bait by focusing on Morty, focused on Morty, couldn't kill him, and then it just kind of like spiraled after that by just throwing everything into his bikes and units on points. So finished up with 38 out of 40 for secondary score, 50 out of 50 for primary. He had 36 with 6 points of challenger cards, and then 17 out of 40 for secondary. So the secondaries are pretty hard. He had Storm Hostile Objective, which he couldn't get, Tempting Target, which I picked the top left one. Bring It Down, my Rhino was hidden, my Heavy Blight Launchers were hidden, and Morty he just couldn't kill. Display of Might, couldn't get enough in the center by turn 4. Marked for Death, I pick obviously Morty, the Poxwalkers, and the Tallyman all the way in the back that he can't get. And then on turn 5, he got Defend Stronghold by moving up his 1 tank, and then couldn't get any of the other actions. So it was brutal going into turn 2 after we committed everything, and then after turn 2, he had just had too many units for me to chew through, and I was too tanky for him to come back at. So that was final board state. Again, great opponent, awesome dude. I saw him the rest of the tournament. We kept saying hi and talking to each other. I kept holding up his lizard. He said lizard was the good luck lizard with the dice eyes. Super awesome. So that was really cool. Thank you for that. And yeah, by the end of the game, I put it on my bag. So it's on my travel bag for 40K. So everywhere I go, I will bring the lizard with me. So appreciate it. Thanks for the game. Next game, guys, is going into Chaos Space Marines. So we are playing Fabia's Bile build. One of my favorite builds of Chaos Space Marines. It's the Grot Mist attachment. So super fun build. We talked actually at the end of the game. We kind of built a new list for him. But yeah, we'll go over this list in the next video. But if you guys are interested in the coaching of the competitive Dirtbags or the Grandmaster tier of the Patreon page, head over there. If you guys have any questions, let me know. You get your own Patreon link to Discord. That's where I hang out most of the time. And we just help each other out in the community at Dirtbag Nation. And if you guys are interested in the merch store, there's a whole bunch of new stuff upgraded on there, as well as new stuff. I'm working with Rexar Lasers, who is a huge sponsor in Texas, by the way. So Rexar Lasers is doing a mobile, foldable terrain kit, which I'm super excited about with magnets. So we're going to be bringing those to stream. He's got lasers now. So there's a lot of shit happening over there. So really good partnership with them. So check that out in the description below, because I really appreciate it. Stay tuned for the Chaos Space Marine list on game 3. And we'll see you in the next video soon. What is up, gents? 40k Dirtbags here. If you guys are interested in joining the Dirtbag Nation over at patreon.com, you get a bunch of perks. What we did in 2024 was we really expanded. I had traveled a ton and I played my ass off in 40k. Right now we're ranked #1 best player in the United States on ITC rankings. We were the #1 Chaos Space Marine player in the world this year in 2024. 2 years ago, we got ranked #1 Grey Knight player in the world, and this year we're probably going to go into Death Guard, hopefully when the new Codex comes out, or Emperor's Children. But you guys, if you guys want that head coach or that coach always in your corner just to ask questions, bounce ideas off, that's what the competitive Dirtbag and the Dirtbag Nation is all about. If you guys want to support the channel, you head over to patreon.com. You can join the Just a Car tab, which is $5 a month. You guys get access to the Discord Patreon tab. You have to be a patron to get into that Discord. And also, I'm always there. All the other coaches are there. Basically, it's just such a good community over on Discord that you guys get specific access to it that only Patreons can get. If you guys want to bump that up, the competitive Dirtbag tier, you guys get to message me or another Grandmaster or another Dirtbag coach over the Dirtbag Nation to add unlimited questions, list ideas, list reviews, and bounce ideas off of. That's what having a coach in your corner is all about. If you guys want to bump up to the Grandmaster tier, that tier you get every perk under the sun. So basically you get access to Discord, you get one-on-one coaching, you get a call once a month if you guys would like to go over any RTTs coming up, any GTs coming up, any list reviews live over Discord chat, and also a special perk that Grandmasters get. If you guys want any video suggestions like we do all the time with these table setup that we just upgraded thanks to the Patreons, you guys get suggestions or battle reports you want to see specifically played live by a coach or myself on the next battle report, or a live battle report coming up on the Patreon. So you guys get obviously first access to all the videos. We post them first on patreon.com, but there's just a ton of benefits to having a professional coach that plays this game all the time at the very, very high competitive level in your corner at all times. And that's really what the Dirtbag Nation is all about, getting you guys better at 40K, the basics, and being good in your community. So if you guys want to support the channel, I really appreciate it. Couldn't have done it without you guys in 2024, 2025. I am super stoked for, super excited for. If we really want to get a bigger studio going, that is going to be my focus in 2025, is really growing the community on YouTube and Patreon specifically. So thank you so much for 2024, all my Patreons. If you guys are interested in joining and want that coach in your corner, head over to patreon.com and support the channel. Appreciate it.